Up Hangover Gang. We are the Not So Newlyweds, and I am Jocelyn.
And I am Daniel.
And now we are on part 3.
Only old school metalheads are gonna know what that means. So yes, we just got disappointed out of the way. I'm sorry, did I say that out loud? I wanted to like it. I wanted
to too. It just fucking sucked.
Right, and it's not like, I mean, like, you know, we're not here to talk about Mac anymore. This is Tom Macdonald.
Mac Lethal sucks.
Mac Lethal sucks.
Because he does suck. Sorry.
I'm gonna try not to say that. I'm gonna try not to be that negative.
I will. I'll take up the slack.
When we met, I was the mean one. Now look. So yes, this was the as of yet final response in the diss battle, and I think there's a reason for that. And I'm not sure that we can hype or say really anything else, but other than just let Tom say what Tom's got to say, and we will comment it as we feel we need to.
Yes. Even though we've already heard this, we will probably pause a lot because there's a lot to say during this.
Oh my God.
Tower beats on the track.
Listen, I think I can hear it. Mac Lethal is hyping himself in the mirror. His wife tries to tell him that she's getting curious. He just yells,
Shut the fuck up, it's just Tom Guy's serious.
I hoped you would kill it. I'm always an optimist. Thought your response would be flawless and awesome. It's gotta be hard finding time to perfect all your rhymes.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, she hung me on a phrase, man.
I know, I paused it in the middle of the phrase, but I had to say, I agree. I hoped his response would be flawless and awesome, but it was not. It was so bad.
Oh, I mean, I can't even say that it, for what it wasn't flawless. He spit it all out there clean. It
was just crap. Made up crap, and just, I didn't like anything about it. I'm sorry. I didn't like his flow. I didn't like the beat. I didn't like anything about it. I just didn't. I'm sorry.
Karaoke. And
Yes.
a 16-year-old birthday party.
Yes, and lame video. It was just lame.
Look, guys, you've heard me mention many times that I was a musician, and when it comes to just about every style there is, I've done it. And I can tell you, I'm not a rapper. Not my strength. And I'm man enough in my musicianship to say that.
Rapping is not easy.
It's not.
Really not.
And yeah, he can speak fast and he can spit out a lot of words, but there's just no ass on it. So we're here to let Tom give us some ass. That sounds absolutely terrible. Ding, 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 got her.
He's hyping himself in the mirror. His wife tries to tell him that she's getting curious. He just yells,
Shut the fuck up, it's just Tom Guy's serious.
I hoped you would kill it. I'm always an optimist. Thought your response would be flawless and awesome. It's gotta be hard finding time to perfect all your rhymes every night at Narcotics Anonymous. Hi Dave, hi Dave, hi Dave.
Again, I don't know anything about Mac Lethal. I haven't found a reason to go and find out. But apparently, because Tom has spoke on this twice, he has an issue with drugs. As a former holic myself, I get it. But he's already setting a different tone. There's nothing about this going to involve anyone but him. At least for now.
Yeah.
Remember, Mac, you actually made it personal.
Yes.
Bear that in mind as we go forward.
Shut the fuck up, it's just Tom Guy's serious.
I hoped you would kill it. I'm always an optimist. Thought your response would be flawless and awesome. It's gotta be hard finding time to perfect all your rhymes every night at Narcotics Anonymous. Hi Dave, hi Dave, hi Dave. I'm not even trying. You don't scare me at all. If you did a drive-by, I'd wave. It's so cute when you rap. It's like I'm watching my dad trying to use an iPad. You should just give it back. You've been sober like 8 years.
My dad actually was particularly technologically savvy.
Your mother, however.
He's talking it right. I can see my mother we've been thinking about getting my mother
A small tablet.
a small tablet, right? Because there's old friends of hers even that are on social media now that she'd like to catch back up with. My mother destroys technology faster than a hammer.
And it's always like that. Just give it back. Just give it back. You got no business messing with this. Just give it back.
I immediately related to this line and immediately saw how it applied to Mac. Immediately.
See, this could also apply to my dad. My dad doesn't do technology. I think he maybe just now got his first smartphone and is just now on Facebook and stuff. So it's not good.
I'm not even gonna lie, man. When internet and all that first started arriving, I was cutting edge, man. I was in the right place at the right time. I was on top of all that shit. Now we are doing good to be able to do this for you. The crap that we're using and everything.
YouTube is very new to us. These reaction videos,
Right.
we're still learning.
I'm finding out now that my phone can do a lot of things I never knew it could do.
Okay, let's get back to this.
At all, if you did a drive-by, I'd wave. It's so cute when you rap. It's like I'm watching my dad trying to use an iPad. You should just give it back. You've been sober like 8 years. You the type of guy who can't have a beer, have a single drink and need to get some coke and probably suck a dick for a painkiller. You party animal, you bad boy. You're a crazy son of a gun. All that karate and still you're a pussy. You tap on my shoulder and run. Where are you going? I'm over here in a house that you can't afford with your career. Got your own pool, kids in private school. You the fucking mother of the year. You keep talking millions. I googled your wealth. You are worth 2, Dave. I am worth 12. You're tweeting at YouTube. Somebody.
That goes back to doing the research. Doing the research first.
Yeah,
Mac,
don't brag on your wealth when you're outdone.
Yeah, if you don't know what his wealth is, you shouldn't really say that.
Props to you, Mac. You got some money in the bank. You're probably doing better than most of
Oh
us.
yeah, most definitely.
But before you're gonna brag about your wealth, it's
Make
best
sure.
right. Make sure you're not the lower man on the totem pole.
Right.
I mean, God, to us, both of them are rich, but
Oh yeah, they
but
are.
yeah, if that's gonna be an insult you throw,
You should do your research first.
before you throw dog shit, make sure it's not windy.
You're in a house that you can't afford with your career. Got your own pool, kids in private school. You the fucking mother of the year. You keep talking millions. I googled your wealth. You are worth 2, Dave. I am worth 12. You're tweeting at YouTube. Somebody help with my monetized videos. Dave, that's a tell. Broken, ugly, short and stubby, 40 something with a face that was born for punching. Act tough, but I know at your core it's muffins. The type to wife up the first horror. Fuck them. Big bad Dave got the Ellen cosign.
Remember, we have discussed that Mac actually made this personal.
Yep. Mac made it personal.
The type that wifed up the first whore that fucked him. I don't know who Mac Lethal's wife is. She could be, well, I guess she couldn't be a nun, but I was going to say she could be the, I don't know. But that was, well, since we're going to make it personal, since we're gonna stick the knife in and turn it a little bit, here, let me pull out my machete.
Monetized videos. Dave, that's a tell. Broken, ugly, short and stubby, 40 something with a face that was
Like
born
me.
for punching. Act tough, but I know at your core it's muffins. The type to wife up the first horror. Fuck them. Big bad Dave got the Ellen cosign. Cool. Tried to ride that wave to the Hollywood sign. Fool. You were so excited just to get invited. Teeth were freshly white and couldn't cheese enough. You said, I love rap because it's counterculture. Dave, counterculture is who beats you up. My future has Grammys. Your future is handies from Tammy, imagining baddies in nasty pajamas and transplanting hair to your head from your fanny. I saw you doing teeth commercials. You an actor, Dave. I don't need...
That line is so funny.
It does crack me up. Part of why I'm wearing this hat, look, I used to have a long mane of hair. It is no longer. It is what it is. So I can't, I can't speak up for Mac on this one either because my hair is not as illustrious as it used to be. But the moving the hair from his head from his fanny made me giggle hard when I heard this. And when I first heard this, I was into a straight giggle. It was funny.
Yes.
eats you up. My future has Grammys. Your future is handies from Tammy, imagining baddies in nasty pajamas and transplanting hair to your head from your fanny. I saw you doing teeth commercials. You an actor, Dave? I don't need rehearsals. I'll piss in your mouth till you wheeze and gurgle, then stomp on your head till your cheeks are purple. I was a wrestler, I wore spandex. You were a customer, you did Xanax. I'll take you and your bitch by the ear and then smash you together like Stone Cold's beer. Being a fucking loser.
Look, man, I was deep into wrestling about the time Stone Cold was smashing those beers, so I know all about that. That's funny enough. The teeth commercials, you know, I say it all the time, and it's probably an unfair assessment of me, but you see someone on TV doing a commercial for, we're talking like a major movie star like 5 years ago that was like everywhere for 5 seconds, making millions per, and all of a sudden they disappeared from movies, but they pop up in a copper fit commercial or you know, or a teeth commercial. And in my response to that is, wow, did their star fade that quick? Is this the best they're getting now? So yeah, teeth commercials. There was actually something else in that I was going to comment to, and I lost my train.
The DX reference, maybe?
Oh yeah, they made the DX reference. Of course. That wasn't it though. There was something else right there.
Well, let's rewind it back and see.
Mouth till you wheeze and gurgle, then stomp on your head till your cheeks are purple. I was a wrestler, I wore spandex. You were a customer, you did Xanax. I'll take you and your bitch by the ear and then smash you together like Stone Cold's beer. Being a fucking loser's in your DNA. This ain't a punchline, it's a PSA. The chromosomes.
I don't remember what it was. I think it actually may have came before that line. But I'm sure we're going to have enough to say during this, so I won't make us go back any further.
So I'm still going to rewind it back.
A wrestler, I wore spandex. You were a customer, you did Xanax. I'll take you and your bitch by the ear and then smash you together like Stone Cold's beer. Being a fucking loser's in your DNA. This ain't a punchline, it's a PSA. The chromosomes from your mom and pop create retards and they name them Dave. Nobody's safe to wifey.
Because I have to say first, it tickles me that he is okay with using the word retard so much, because that's one of my favorite words when I'm talking about him.
She has 3 pet names for me: punk, retard, and fucker.
Yep.
All 3 of them will probably be on my gravestone one day.
Retarded fucking punk. I don't know. I'll figure it out one day. Was there something you wanted to say?
No, you hung the hard left on me and I forgot.
And then smash you together like Stone Cold's beer. Being a fucking loser's in your DNA. This ain't a punchline, it's a.
And they name him Dave. Okay, we discussed earlier in this that I was, until I giggled. Okay, I fell out on the floor laughing there. It's not even so much what he said, it's the delivery. It's that flavor, it's that feel, that sauce, that whatever on it. Right, it has such, the way he says it, man, it has such personality on it. And that's what Mac was lacking to me, was that personality of sound.
Personality was terrible.
I guess we finally found the word we were hunting to describe that. But yeah, that made me fall down. That was funny. Sorry.
PSA. The chromosomes from your mom and pop create retards and they name them Dave. Nobody's safe to wifey to chain up her legs, remove all her eggs, put them in bags and then lock them away in the safe and send it away on a plane. I'm lucky that I know CPR. My girl heard you this and she died laughing. She was bummed we waited like a week and then she went right back into Minecrafting. My girl was on Def Jam. Your girl looked like Death Fam. She the Grim Reaper, knew I'd spit ether. She collecting the soul of a dead dad. They're gonna need a whole family of coffins when you crisp and warm to solve all your problems. The shame and embarrassment.
She picked on me because I missed the Randy Savage reference the first time through on a song that's long ago.
Canceled.
Right.
I can't believe still that both of us missed that line, the Randy Savage line.
However, I have giggled and I have fallen down laughing. This is where my mouth hit the floor.
The crisp and wild line.
Look, that's a hard story to talk about. I was a Chris Benoit fan for a very long time, and
Yeah, it's bad.
it's a bad situation all the way around. And for him to slip that in there on, I mean, these aren't lines that you perform at a 16-year-old girl's birthday party.
No.
This is some pure, unadulterated fuck you. And I personally am down with that. I'm always down with that.
Yeah.
If you're trying to say fuck you, say fuck you. I mean, and guess what, Mac?
Fuck you.
Tom. Now see, I was trying not to be biased. I was gonna say Tom is saying fuck you.
I'm saying fuck you.
Well.
On Def Jam. Your girl looked like Death Fam. She the Grim Reaper, knew I'd spit ether. She collecting the soul of a dead dad. They're gonna need a whole family of coffins when you Chris Benoit to solve all your problems. The shame and embarrassment. All of the comments from fans you had. I saw it, you lost them. Ain't dropped an album in 4 years. Dog, rapping is your hobby. My career less than a year. 20,000 physical copies.
And we gotta say that at the time this came out, yeah, less than a year, 20,000 physical copies is impressive during the digital age of music.
That is, man. That's I've seen people make the comment that that doesn't sound like much.
It is a lot right now.
And today's everybody downloads stuff. Nobody, I mean, I don't.
Does.
Unfortunately, we did, Tom.
We're waiting.
We're waiting for our copies.
Yeah, we ordered the 4-pack, all your albums. We're waiting on them.
But yes, to move 20,000 physical copies these days is actually.
And I think, from what I've heard, at this point where he's at right now, he's sold over 100,000 physical copies. That is crazy.
That's no laughing matter, y'all. That's no laughing matter. I mean, especially, I'm 46, she's 30. And
I wish I was 30.
she doesn't look a day over 24. I don't even buy physical copies of stuff anymore. So, yeah, to me, that's an impressive number of physical copies.
I had to go out and check the CD player in my truck to make sure the CD player worked before I ordered his CDs. We don't do CDs, but I am now. For his stuff, absolutely. Oops.
Shame and embarrassment. All of the comments from fans you had. I saw it, you lost them. Ain't dropped an album in 4 years. Dog, rapping is your hobby. My career less than a year. 20,000 physical copies. I have millions of streams. I'm living your dream. You're a glorified YouTuber. Look like a meme. Go to stupid extremes. Definition of try hard. Watch me rap after eating a Tide Pod. Dying for attention. That's why you.
Okay, I haven't watched Mac Lethal, but apparently he does stuff like that. Watch me rap after doing whatever. I've heard that. So him saying that's kind of funny.
Man,
I guess maybe we should watch some Mac Lethal and see what he's talking about, but I really don't have any interest.
Every band has a gimmick. When the first band I was with, as far as rock bands go, man, our whole attitude was fuck 'em. And we sounded like Calm. Huge. That was our whole mentality. And Tom encompasses that same. I don't even know how to put it, man. I put it this way. There's a difference when you strip away that gimmick and it can still talk to you. You've accomplished something. So far, the difference between Mac and Tom is when you strip away the gimmick, you strip away the image, you strip away all the extraneous. I can still vibe on what Tom does. I was bored with what Mac Lethal did, and that's just my personal opinion.
Yeah.
20,000 physical copies. I have millions of streams. I'm living your dream. You're a glorified YouTuber. Look like a meme. Go to stupid extremes. Definition of try hard. Watch me rap after eating a Tide Pod, dying for attention. That's why you started this little beef. You're so desperate. Expect that right after this ends, your sex day probably leak. You've been on Ellen and Rogan. Why aren't you a star? Here, let me tell you, it isn't the bars. It's the way that you look. It's the way that you are. Nobody cares about your music no more. Dog, you do impressions. You rap in 20 styles and you think it's flexing. I got a question. Why you gotta pretend to be everyone else to resemble impressive? I killed you already. This don't need a sequel. I'm honestly bored with this shit. Feels like I'm kicking the corpse in shoes you can't afford. Feel horrible doing you like this. How many rappers wrote your response? Come on, Dave. Give him credit. I know you sent texts. I saw with my eyes. I know what you said, Dave. I read it. You a real piece of shit. Nah, like a real piece of shit. Like if a piece of shit ate a piece of shit and took a pee and shit, you're that piece of shit. I'm on like 5 minutes. Shit, let me see. You were canceled in 5.
Now, see, that was, I'm going to stop rapping for just a minute and just go ahead and tell you how I feel. You're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
That's what he said. And to quote one of his other songs, he's not playing it safe. He said what he said. It is what it is. Well, he said you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
He wanted to make sure there was no minced words, no confusing of turn of a phrase or anything like that. Just said you're a piece of shit. Raw, unadulterated. Look, dude, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah. He took it personal, so therefore he is the piece of shit.
That Dave, I read it. You a real piece of shit. Nah, like a real piece of shit. Like if a piece of shit ate a piece of shit and took a pee and shit, you're that piece of shit. I'm on like 5 minutes. Shit, let me see. You were canceled and fired from MTV. The network wanted something fresh and clean. I bet any day.
Props to Nova. Again, this video, with what little they have to work with, I mean,
That's also what sets them completely apart from Mac Lethal.
it's that little thing, and you can't buy it at Walmart in a can. It's called effort. Effort.
Yes.
Hey, they'll be calling me. You left rhyme shares because you had to. You didn't walk away, wasn't something you planned, dude. Got lost in the drugs in the whirlwind. Caught pants down with another man's girlfriend. Piece of shit.
By the way,
Nah, like a real piece of shit. Like if a piece of shit fucked a piece of shit and got an STD, you're that piece of shit. You got a pet bird, bet you never thought you'd be dead first. I'ma put you both in the oven. When you get burned, I'ma put you both in a pet urn. Piss into the bottle, mix it up and turn the ash into plaster. Give it to your bitch. Tell her to make statues.
y'all have to forgive me. When I first heard this, I thought that was the cleverest line. And like it doesn't take a musician to do this, man. When you find a song you like and you listen to it enough and you start singing along with it, rap is no different, man. That's the hardest freaking line for me to spit out there.
Yeah.
Of course, we've said I'm not a rapper. To be honest, I really can't do half of this, but just that particular collection of words.
So I can't. It's hard for me to do the fast shit anyway. My mouth don't work that fast.
Right. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Shut up.
You're that piece of shit. You got a pet bird, bet you never thought you'd be dead first. I'ma put you both in the oven. When you get burned, I'ma put you both in a pet urn. Piss into the bottle, mix it up and turn the ash into plaster. Give it to your bitch. Tell her to make statues of me just to capture my win. My girl will just spit in her face and we'll dip. Get a hammer and come back and smash it to bits. Put a plaque in his place so that no one forgets that your biggest mistake was as good as it gets for a guy whose career doesn't even exist. It's the peak of the mountain for you. This is it. Your aesthetic is pathetic. You don't get it. I'm prophetic. Your rap aesthetics are boring. Fucking Guinness World Record. Be careful where you were headed. I'm cemented as a legend. David Sheldon severed that is destined to be the evidence. Every room you ever enter, I will always be the elephant. While you try to fit this capital L into development, you dead it and I send a letter to heaven.
Since you wanted some speed, and here's
So.
now, don't get me wrong, man. And there's a difference. One thing that I noticed trying to do this with him, and again, rapping's not my thing. Lethal's is almost easy because of how he phrases his syllables. It makes it fall off the tongue easy. Some of the things he's saying is awkward to say fast to start with, so that makes it even a little more impressive to me.
That's one thing I find it's funny what he just said is, I will always be the elephant. Like, now, after this, everywhere Mac Lethal goes,
Right.
Tom Macdonald is always going to be the elephant in the room because he smashed him so hard doing this.
Look, we watched another one of our favorite reactors, one of the people that's kind of responsible for me even thinking about doing this. Can I mention him?
Yeah.
No Life Shaq, dude.
No Life Shaq. He's
I
awesome.
love you, dude. I love you. And when he saw this for the first time, you know, at the beginning of this video, he was like, "All time, Mac, you're gonna have to come back with something killer." And then about midway through, he's like, "Oh, Mac, you're gonna have to fight him." Well, the deciding vote is probably the best thing that Mac can do after this is go hide in his bedroom and hope that Tom doesn't pay attention to him
anymore.
Anymore.
Again.
That's the best thing.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Prophetic, your rap athletics are born, fucking Guinness World Record. Be careful where you were headed, I'm cemented as a legend. David Sheldon severed had his destiny to be the evidence. Every room you ever enter, I will always be the elephant. While you try to fit this capital L into development. You dead little Lennon, I send a letter to heaven that explodes when it opens. I hope it gets your attention. I can smell it, you sweating, and it's 11:11. I make a wish that when you die, you come back resurrected. So I can kill you again and again and again for the record. If you're feeling kind of froggy and you jump, you get dissected. Oh dear,
I love that line. If you jump, you get dissected. If you're feeling kind of froggy and you jump, you get dissected. It's just funny to me. Sorry. I just found it funny.
I find it funny. That's the one that, out of everything he said, that you found funny.
It's hilarious. If you're feeling kind of froggy and you jump, get dissected.
But he tells you later that none of those frogs go ribbit.
Yes, he did say that. None of those frogs go ribbit.
I send a letter to heaven that explodes when it opens. I hope it gets your attention. I can smell it, you sweating, and it's 11:11. I make a wish that when you die, you come back resurrected. So I can kill you again and again and again for the record. If you're feeling kind of froggy and you jump, you get dissected. Oh dear, I can't believe I had to set this shit straight, man. Old ears, I hope you hear exactly what I say, man. I'm here. You said you didn't even know my name, dog. So here, I'll say it so you don't forget again. It's Tom Macdonald, bitch.
And I think it's hilarious that he ended that the same way as he did the first one.
And look, we can't even pretend this is fair.
It's not.
We are, and man, I listen to everything from classical, and I've performed everything from classical, blues, rock, all of it. We've mentioned Tom is what pulled us kind of to the rap genre. I mean, I've listened to some, not a lot as a general rule.
Long time ago, when it
Right.
was still good.
Right. But it's hard to deny this personality that Tom has. And
that makes everything.
that makes everything.
Personality.
And Mac, man, you should have left well and good enough alone. I haven't heard, a matter of fact, I actually read or saw somewhere that Mac said he didn't have another response. That's probably for the best, because I personally feel like that could still be considered being nice for Tom. I just got the feeling that Tom has yet another gear should he need to use it. I give rounds 1, 2, and 3 to Tom. And again, look, guys, this isn't our typical react. We told y'all we'd seen these, so we just giving our 2 cents. So again, it's not like this was even a fair fight for us out the gate. We just wanted to throw our funnies in there about it. But again, I'm not gonna hate on Mac Lethal personally. I didn't like it.
If it would have been good, we would have told you it was good.
Oh, right. And that's what we're hoping for. We're hoping for that. Oh, he went there. Now what's Tom going to do? Now it's like, oh, really?
No, it just sucked.
And, that whole song there was not just a diss. That was Tom laughing at Mac's attempt, is what that was.
Yeah.
The whole feel and personality, the smiles, that was right. That whole thing was bellowing laughter at Mac's attempt, is what that was for me.
It was just too easy for him.
Right, man. That was a crocodile and a butterfly. Lawnmower and some tulips.
Yeah.
Tom Macdonald and Mac Lethal.
And of course, as always, if y'all have recommendations, leave them in the comments. We have had recommendations for No Response and This House, and we will probably do both. If you have anything else, let us know.
Thanks for enduring this with us. We know, this is, we weren't completely, but this is, again, I feel bad for posting such biasness as our react. But you asked for it, you got it. That was our 2 cents about this battle. Tom, 100%. Tom, 5,000.
Murdered.
Mac, 000.0.
Yeah.
Y'all have a good night.
Catch y'all later.